What's going on, ATL? Hey, you here in the studio with Al the GM, David the Captain. We just watched the Falcons game, man, and we was pretty excited about our starters. We think they're doing great things, but however, we think the refereeing was piss poor tonight. 2-minute flags. I think, maybe I'm going to call his name Jerome Bolden, the referee tonight. Just did a horrible job to me, throwing flags unnecessarily and throwing flags after the play. And, I was thoroughly disgusted with the refereeing tonight. What about you, bro?
Hey, I got to agree with you, Ross. I love what I've seen from our starters. The defense, the offense, they look great. They moved the ball. They was efficient. The defense stopped Tennessee. We was up 17-10, I believe, once the starters went out. So our starters looked absolutely great. The officiating was horrible. Jerome Leonard Bogert, you suck. You should be on review. I hope you get suspended for the flags you threw tonight. And it's painful to see because the guy he went to school in Atlanta, Morehouse, graduated in 77. He was a quarterback. He couldn't make it. He had the skills to make it in the NFL. And now he's working insurance. Yeah. So it hurts me to see him throwing all them flags on the Falcons. I don't care about the flags, just as long as the integrity of the game is preserved. Make it fair.
And the flags, some of the flags that were thrown was just piss poor. I'm looking at the first quarter. Remember me? You was talking about the first quarter, and it was like it was 4 flags thrown in a row on the Atlanta Falcons.
Absolutely.
And one of them, we started out with the holding for Jake Matthews. And then it was Ryder White pass. No, it started out Ryder White pass interference. Then it was Jake Matthews holding.
Right.
Then Ryder White again pass interference. Right. Okay, so it was 3rd and 26. Julio caught the ball. Julio was about to catch the ball. He was interfered with. No flag came on that play. No flag.
They swallowed their flags on that.
They swallowed their flags on that. Then the very next play, we had another flag. You know what I mean? So it was 4 flags in a row, and that was just piss poor refereeing, officiating. And my thing is this. If the players can get suspended, fined, or anything for talking about the referee, well, I can't say suspended, but fined for talking about the referee, I think, and embarrassed like the players can do. I think the referee stats and their punishment should be able to be public records too. When they mess up or when they're just didn't do a good job, I think they should be put out there to the public and let us see.
I absolutely agree, man. The referee should be under review. They should be able to get suspended. They should be getting fined. Now, anytime they make a bad call, I understand it's in live, fast motion, but it dictates the outcome of a game.
Yeah.
So they got to be better than that, and especially what we seen tonight.
Yeah. With
late flags, the last play of the game, he waited till after the play was over. Another flag was on the ground. Then he threw his flag after the play was over.
Exactly.
That's obvious.
And, I agree with David Archer, the former Falcons quarterback in the 80s. He was saying, hey, man, some of these flags are ridiculous. And some of the things that they was calling, it wasn't even, the play didn't happen or that didn't happen. You know what I mean? And the play in the fourth quarter when they called on Pat Anger, he didn't even do anything. I understand, but get your numbers right.
Right.
And the play with Jaquez Smith, the guy who got ejected tonight in the game, number 45 for those who don't know, he got ejected. He was Taylor Lewan, the Tennessee left tackle, pushed him twice. So when he retaliated with the push, he got ejected.
Right.
I'm like, come on, so you didn't. If anything, you should have reviewed the play, seen what happened, and either eject both of them or eject nobody.
Right, and let's go one further. Matt Ryan in the first quarter was pushed in his face. They didn't do anything. Joe Holler had to come to his rescue and defend his quarterback.
Yeah,
and the refs didn't do anything. So where's the fairity? It's obvious that Jerome Bogert got something against the Falcons. He got a vendetta against the Falcons.
Yeah.
I understand he lived here. I understand he went to school here. But maybe because he didn't get a chance to play with the Falcons, he got a vendetta against them.
Yeah, whatever it is, it was obvious. And this is my thing. It's just a preseason game, so technically, it don't go in the books. It don't count. But you were so blatant in a preseason game with some of your calls and some of your officiating. It was just ridiculous.
Absolutely. And I don't care about the win or loss. We obviously lost.
Yeah.
But our starters played well.
Yeah, our starters won. Our starters beat their starters. So that's all I care about. Our backups won't be on the field during the regular season if this is a regular season game. Matt Ryan was stepping out there.
Absolutely. So. I just want to see fairity. No, preserve the game. It's always about preserving the shield, the NFL shield. And nothing... He just blatantly disrespected it and messed it up, mucked it up.
Yeah, he really did. So his Jerome Bolden, his refereeing team tonight sucked. Yes, they called flags on both teams, but some of the flags that he threw on the Falcons wasn't. The penalty wasn't even there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yes, guys, we are. Let me be honest with you. Yes, I am a Falcon fan, but I do like to watch the game and if it was a flag that's supposed to be thrown, yes, throw the flag. But like I say, when Roddy White, the first offensive pass interference, that was just arm wrestling. Every receiver do that. You know, and DB do that. The Jake Matthews false start, that was questionable.
It's questionable.
You know, that was questionable. Now the third flag that was thrown with Roddy White pass interference, that was obvious.
It was obvious.
Roddy did, you know what I mean? He did.
He cleared him out.
He cleared him out. So, yes. So, you know, I like to be fair when it comes. Even though, yes, I want my Falcons to go 16-0, 20-0, whatever it takes to win the big game. But at the same time, when a player, when my guys are wrong, they're wrong. And we call it how we see it. We keep it 100 on this show here.
Absolutely. We firm, but we're fair.
Yeah.
No way around it.
So, you know, since we did the drone Boga blasting, you know what I mean? What do you think about the overall game?
It did well. Mm-hmm. I like what I seen. It was definitely an improvement from one. They did regress in preseason game 2. But this game, they showed up. I seen intensity. I seen effort. Mm-hmm. I seen what I wanted to see. We got some penetration. We got some sacks. Mm-hmm. I would love to see more sacks from end, like a Malachi Goodman or one of the ends, OC, whatever. Bierman didn't really show up too much as I wanted him to show up, but I seen what I need to see. Offense looked great. We stalled out a couple times. 4th and 3, I think, at the end. Whatever, we didn't go for it, but we look great. Mm-hmm. I think we are getting at the point where I need us to be at to play against the Saints in week 1. Mm-hmm. So I like what I see, and we was up 17-10 when the starters went out. So technically, we won the game.
Yeah, so we won the game. You know, our starters beat their starters. Then when the backups came in, it just went downhill from there. But I did see some great things out of our starters tonight. I was really excited about Devin Hester. I think kickoff return, he got it to the 40. Mm-hmm. He had a 40 yards return on the kickoff. Also, he had a touchdown score on offense, so that was really good. Julio looked strong with catching the pass, breaking, and getting the yak yards after catch. That looked good. Roddy, I don't know where Roddy was tonight. I don't know where he was, where his head was. Was he there? And I call it how we see it, but overall the offense looked good. Our defense, as far as our defense, they look pretty decent. We would have to tie some loose ends up. Dwight Laurie cannot be missing assignments, blowing assignments, especially when we got Drew Brees coming to town and the Saints marching in. You can't do that. You can't make those mental mistakes. So he got to clean that up. Our cornerbacks got to clean with that. They had some missed assignments. And our defense, and I need to say a little bit more on the defense side of the ball. I am really excited about Paul, as we talked earlier,
Mm-hmm.
Paul Soliak, be a big 350 pound guy. He get great penetration, but at the same time, it's other players that got to step up around him.
Okay, I definitely understand that. What you think about our special team tonight? Last week, our special team was, a debacle. How do you feel they did tonight? I don't understand you say that Devin Hester ran the 40-some yard, but other than that, how do they look to you?
Special team look a little bit better. There are room for improvement. I still not letting Keith Armstrong off the hook just yet. He did because I called for his termination last week because it was so terrible. However,
we both called for it.
However, the special team look a little bit better, but there are still some room for improvement there. And because when in 2 weeks we playing against week 1 starters, so we gonna have to tie up a lot of loose ends on special teams. I was shocked that they brought Eric Weems back this week. That was I had mixed emotion about that. Eric Weems have done good on our special teams in the past with tackling, but at the same time, our last punt return and kickoff return came by Eric Weems in 2010. That's the last time we had one return. Okay,
yeah, I called for Keith Armstrong termination as well last week, but they did pretty well. But I gotta stick to my guns. If I called for him to be fired last week, I know it's still the same until we run a couple back.
Yeah.
But I agree with Eric Weems. It was I instantly got 38 hot.
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel we needed that.
Not with picking up Hester.
Right. Not with picking up Hester. But after watching the game tonight, he did make a good tackle on special team, and apparently that's his specialty of going out and make some tackles on special team. So he very well might make the team. So I kind of give him a benefit of the doubt on that. He could possibly make the team on special teams by going out and making tackles. Don't think he's going to get any chance to return any punts or kick returns, though, not with Hester. Mm. And then we also got Javier Arenas, who was also a return guy.
Yes, he was.
I don't see any future from Wings in the return game besides going out and making hits, which he's apparently good at. The reason why they brought him back. So I was a little hot originally, but after watching the game, I give him the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, and so it's a way to see. It's a way to see. But I hope it work out. They signed him back. I hope it work out. But if not, we'll be talking about it.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll be talking about it, and we'll be talking about Dummy Dimitrov. He's still Dummy Dimitrov until he prove me otherwise.
Absolutely. And speaking of that, we got to touch on it once again. TJ Yates, why is he still here?
I think the Falcons have to save face on TJ Yates. Like we spoke earlier, you let Dominic Davis go. He didn't get a chance to really play, so of course is not going to be able to see what he do. But I'm sure he was better than TJ Yates. From what I saw the last 3 games of TJ Yates, man, I believe I can go out there and at least throw a pass.
He actually got some points for the other team.
He did. He really did. And I don't see this guy making. And if they keep him, if he make the team as a Falcon, there's no way he's second string. Second string quarterback. There's no way. The fact if TJ is still on the team, it's because the Falcons are gonna keep 3 quarterbacks. And I don't think he's better than Jeff Matthews. Be honest with you, our 4th string quarterback right now. My thing is, I think Sean Renfrey is our number 2, and Jeff Matthews is our number 3 if we keep 3 quarterbacks. Okay. However, I don't see us keeping 3. I'm thinking 2. You know what I mean? Because Sean Renfrey looked really good, and there's no room for TJ Yates. But when you trade a solid linebacker, he wasn't the greatest linebacker. Akeem Dent to San Diego, and I forgot how the trade went. They bring TJ Yates here. You got to save face. So I think they're going to somehow keep him on this team.
GM, I agree with you 100%. There's no way he's our number 2. Renfrey is obviously the number 2. He's the better quarterback. We seen it tonight. We seen it last week against Houston. TJ Yates, right? He took us down the field. TJ Yates went, I don't know, 3 and out maybe. He might have got an extra 4 or 5 plays, but he didn't move the ball. And last week threw pick 6, then he came back into another pick. So it's no way he's the number 2 quarterback on this team. I don't see us keeping 3, but I agree if they keep 3, it's for dummy Dimitrov to save face because he made a stupid trade to let go Akeem Dent, who I agree is not started middle, but he could have gave us contribution on special teams, which we also mentioned before on one of our previous shows when this trade first went through. So, yeah, Dimitrov made a bad trade, a bad move there. TJ Yates can't make the team.
No, I don't see him making the team.
Renfrey, and possibly Jeff Matthews. We don't see very much of him, but he got to be better than Yates at this point. Yates is horrible.
Yeah, he really is. And since we're on offense, we're still on offense. Our first round pick, he seemed like he's struggling a little bit, but he's a rookie and that's to be expected. Jake Matthews. He had a couple flags in the first game. Big play called back on him. Matter of fact, 2 plays called back. Big plays in the game against Miami. Last week, he struggled. He gave up a sack. Had some plays, some holding calls on him. Last week against Texas. And this week here, he had some offsides. And some holding on him on this one. This week here. He's struggling a little bit, but he come from great pedigree with his bloodline, with his father being a Hall of Fame and his uncle played in the league, and his grandfather even played in the league.
Right.
So, it's hard seeing a rookie struggle, but at the same time, man, being thrown in the starter position, how he has been, it's going to be some hard knocks, some hiccups with Jake.
Oh, absolutely. And not him being at left tackle, it's going to be a little bit more. I think he had an easier time at right tackle because you're not getting the premier rusher or the best player week in and week out. Mm-hmm. Some of the calls was questionable.
It was,
but they are where they are. So he going to have his hiccups. But I stick to what I said since the very beginning that he's going to be a stud, and we might not see it pay off until 2 to 3 years down the road. But we got a great player in Jake Matthews, and he's going to be just fine going forward. He's going to have his problems this year, obviously. He's a rookie. You got veterans. They know the tricks of the trade. So they're going to get him. But he's going to be fine going forward. You just got to be patient with him. And Matt maybe have to get the ball out a little quicker. Step up in the pocket. Do something to help him out, too, because he is a rookie.
However, the good part about the upside about it tonight, watching that game, is we got plenty of yards on that left side up there behind Jake and Blaylock. Well, Sam couldn't do that. The 2 games that Sam played, we wouldn't get no yards on the left side like that. We was getting most of our yards on the right side. Right. Behind Jake and Asamoah. But now we move Jake to the left side. We get some rushing yards over there. So that's a great thing to see.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Obviously, I guess he's a great run blocker, too. We kind of hear more about it as being a pass blocking, technique sound guy with his footwork, but he's showing he's a great run blocker as well. So that's something to hang your hat on in the future.
Yeah. And so let's move the defense a little bit. Our guy, Rasheed Hageman, man, I finally started seeing his upside with the big sack, the stunt in the sack that he got tonight. However, he still got to get in condition. He's still struggling with condition. But I think he's starting to show what he can possibly be in terms of a defensive tackle or defensive end, because he can play both.
Oh, absolutely. That's a good stunt move for him to get the sack. And we know he's a great talent. He's raw. You and I are big Falcons advocate fans, and we watch Hard Knocks, and we seen how hard Brian Cox is on him.
Yeah.
And we see him right. He's a great talent guy, and that is a great stunt. They pulled there. He got the sack, and I agree. He got to work on conditioning and motivation. He got to want to play the game. We also heard in that Hard Knocks that when he was talking to Shimbo and how he was saying Shimbo is hungry and he'll rather go to sleep and rather go study. So we got to see more hunger and want to be in the NFL, because if you don't want it, you're going to be out of here quickly.
NFL means not for long if you don't want it.
Absolutely. So as long as he stay hungry and as long as he want it and condition and listen to his coach and Brian Cox, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, and I think so too. And I'm really, our guys, DT, Malachi Goodman, and even Maponga tonight did the thing. He got some good, good tackles in the backfield. Also, we always know what we can get out of our guy. What's our guy's name? The other one, Maponga, not Malachi Goodman, but it's the other one. The guy that was 96 last year. You guys, and I know all my players, being a Falcon fan, it's just that I'm having a brain freeze on the air right now. So, you know what I mean? So, you just bear with me. But, our guy that we say can possibly start.
Okay. We both having brain freeze, I guess, right now.
All right. Well,
so
we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to go to the computer right here. But at the same time, man, what about Babs? I like Babs coming in. Because they got Babs playing DT on third down. They pulled Tyson and Solia out. And Babs playing DT, and they bring in Malachi Goodman with Babs as DT. So that was a good move.
Yeah, Babs did nice. What you will expect from Babs? I think he's a better run stopper. He can get some pressure at times. But one time he did tear through the line and was chasing the quarterback. I thought it was another player, but you pointed out it was Babs. So I acknowledge my mistakes. Yeah, good job, Babs. I love that. I love the effort. I love the energy. You play better as a DT, I think, than an end. I think you show me more as a DT than an end at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So I know they don't want him to come in as a backup behind Jackson and Solia because of what he means to the team. So That's why they put him moving over to end instead of as a backup. But I love what I see. I like Babs. I think he's a great guy. And good player as well. He brings a lot to this team.
Yeah, exactly. Massaquoi, guys. I had to go look it up. Massaquoi, I think he's a great. He gonna be a stud in this league.
Yeah, I don't know how we forgot that.
I think I just had a brain freeze. Massaquoi, so he gonna be a stud in this league.
No, absolutely. Massaquoi's a good guy, man. We actually called for him to be possibly a starter, exactly over Behrman, and a lot of upside there. With him. So.
Yeah, so but like I said, tonight, besides the refereeing, the Falcons did lose, but I'm not upset about it. It's a preseason game, but at the same time, I saw what I want to see out of my starters.
Oh, absolutely.
My starters answered the call. They did the thing. My starters on defense held them down when they had to. My starters on offense scored when they had to. So overall, it was a good night for me.
Oh, absolutely a good night. I would like to see another touchdown. Mike Smith pulled his guys. He said they was going to only play one series in the third quarter, which where they went 3 and out. Me and you was both here saying we'd like to see the starters come out another series.
Because it came out a little flat.
Right. You don't want to going out 3 and out. Right before they pulled out the game and they're not going to play in their 4th preseason game. You want to end on a good note. But Mike Smith stuck to his guns and pulled him out after that one series in the third quarter. So, but yeah, I agree. I would like to see another touchdown or something from my starters. But other than that, they look great. They was efficient. They done what they supposed to do. Julio looked like he might be back in form with that short pass and breaking for the touchdown. So that's good to see after last week he kind of a little rusty.
Yeah, a little rusty last week.
So he making improvements. So the offense looks absolutely great. The defense held. Like I say, 17-10, which the touchdown was a blown coverage by Dwight Larry. But the starters looked absolutely great to me tonight. Clean up some of the mental errors, and we're going to be just fine going forward if we keep this up. If this is a team that shows up in the season and not the team that shows up versus Houston, we're going to be fine.
Exactly, because the Tuesdays got the Saints come marching in.
Right.
And we know, we always, tell the fans that how much we don't like the Saints. But, guys, we're sports fanatics, we're football fanatics. The Saints are a very good team.
No, absolutely. They're well coached.
They're a well-coached team. Drew Brees is a pretty good quarterback. I don't think he'd be as electrifying if he wasn't in Sean Payton's system.
Absolutely.
But, I think it's the system with Drew Brees. But, I think he's a good quarterback under that system. I think the Saints are, they beat us 13, the
13-3, yeah.
Since Sean Payton been here. So, of course, every time I want to, I want my Falcons to start get some of those wins back. But, we got to get better. We got to be stronger when they come in, and we got to clean those mental errors up. And we got to be ready to go because those guys coming in cocky with a cocky attitude. Hey, man, we beat. And if you always win, if out of 16 times I beat you 13 times, yeah, I'm gonna be a little arrogant.
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna feel like I can't lose. Absolutely,
can't lose. So yeah, we definitely got to get ready for the season opening. And I really think that we got the team this year. I'm still a little on the edge about our coaching. I don't know if Mike Smith can really get us there.
I agree. It's questions about the coaching staff. I just gotta hope for the best. I guess we did go to 13-3 2 years ago. Got in the playoffs, beat Seattle, lost to San Francisco in the game we should have won. So yeah, I'm a little worried about the coaching staff, but I gotta hope that they're gonna be better over the years. Like each individual over the years, they change and they grow. Yeah. So I gotta hope the coaching staff is growing as well. But we came and mentioned that losing season or 8-8 season is unacceptable. So they'll probably be fired if that happens. But yeah, we gotta beat the Saints. They 13-3 against us over the last 8 years.
Sean Payton's been there.
Right, 8 years or so. Mike Smith been here 6, but Sean been there 8. So 13-3 the last 8 years. We gotta change that, man. As a Falcon fan, that hurts.
Yeah.
That's our rival. We don't want to lose our rival. So we got to change that. We got to improve. We got to, like I say, you got to clean up the mental errors. The White Larry can't be jumping routes. I understand he's a playmaker, but he got to stick to his assignment. If you in a cover 3, you got to play that field, that center field. That's your area. You can't be looking to jump routes. So got to clean that up because Drew Brees he'll pick you apart if you make those mental errors.
Yes, he will.
In that system, I agree. That system.
Yeah, it's definitely the system, but. Overall, guys, tonight, Atlanta Falcons versus the Tennessee Titans. The score was 17-24. 23.
Yeah.
17
yeah.
23. No, 17-24.
Yeah.
They went for 2. So
right.
It was 17-24.
Right.
It was a stinger loss. But I wasn't as disappointed. You know what I mean? I don't care who the Falcons play. I was win. So,
absolutely. When you're diehard fans, you want them to win.
You want them to win. So, but other than that, I saw what I need to see out of my starters. They did rebound. They did well. My defense, when it's time to make a stop, they made a stop. My backups seem like they're growing. And this right here, a good experience for the backups. And I think we're going to be okay. We got to be okay because other than that, we'll have a new coaching staff and a new regime. No, we not.
Right. And I don't want to sound like we jump in from week to week. Because last week we was like, what's going on? But that's based on the game. But if this the team that shows up during the season, I think we're okay as well. If the team that played tonight against the Titans shows up, we okay. If the team that plays against Houston last week shows up, it's 6-win season.
Yeah.
So we need this team tonight to show up with the effort, the energy, and clean up the mental errors, and we'll be in the hunt if that happens.
And that happened. And We need Lady Luck on our side a little bit to keep it. I still question Steven Jackson because he didn't play really in last season preseason game. He didn't play in this one, so you're going to come out of week 1 and be missing catches like you did last year from Matt Ryan and lose the game.
GM, we got to come up with a nickname for him, baby. We get everybody nicknames. We'll worry about that next week, I guess.
Since Steven Jackson can't stay healthy, I'm calling him the Gimp.
The Gimp.
The Gimp.
Steven the Gimp Jackson.
Yeah, man, because I'm like, damn, dude, you got to get on the field. I won't say this to his face, though, but
he must have got them tip drill legs. Yeah. He been hamstring for the last 2 years. I ain't got them tip drill legs.
He a big dude, though. Oh, no, he a big dude.
Yeah, well, it take both of us to take him on, I guess.
Shit, I'm calling the police.
Hey, we're going to be a couple minutes before they get that over. We got to defend us.
Better run, nigga.
Hey, he played NFL. He can run, too.
Hey, but, guys, it was fun, man. Anything you want to say to the people, man, hey, about the game, about anything. Man.
Hey, Rise Up ATL, review Jerome Bogert. Bad game, bad calls. He needed to be reviewed. But besides that, Rise Up ATL, we love you.
ATL, hold it down. We'll see y'all next week with the game previews plus other NFL news. Unfortunately, we didn't get to the NFL news because we was discussing with Jerome Boger, but hey, it's all good. Any music that y'all hear, all the tracks and the music that played on the show was given to us and produced by Corey Colbert. He go by the name of super producer K. Cole. Really good producer. If you need tracks, looking for music, hit us up at 365filmworks.com, or you can hit us up at 365filmworks@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. We'll put you in contact with Corey, and you guys, discuss beats and all that other stuff. But Rise Up ATL, we love coming to y'all, man. We love our city. We love our team, and y'all be good.